Hey guys, you know, the enemy working around the clock to silence us, you know, to silence me. That's what I feel, you know. But apparently, there's a lot of targeted individuals globally who are going through the same thing who are not part of the 144,000. They just don't like their views or anyone who stand up against these people or defend their right to freedom of speech, they will be targeted. And so it's and it's all done, in secret. Nobody is made aware of this happening. And then when you try to tell them what's really happening to you, then they're trying to make you sound like you're crazy, And that's the idea, to make you sound a little bit wacko so nobody would believe you. You see, they even weaponize this kind of tactic against you. And but the 144,000, we're not gonna be we're unstoppable if you come together, you know. And that why God told me is strength and number. He told me strength and number, you know. And God is haven't lied to me, not even once. Because these people telling me, oh, why you believe in God? God is a liar, you know.
Yeah, we'll see if they come out.
And if you watch TV show the Institute that shows you in that TV show is true. It's a strength and number because of the last episode. When they were holding hands, they lifted the entire building out of the ground and took it into the sky and dropped it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking to myself, can I do that? So God is not lying. God is not known to lie. Satan, but known to be a big liar. Satan, he's the one who's rolling this oppression tactical run by the governments, and he does not like that anyone who stand against his views, because Satan, Syrian, whatever the hell his name is, a little fucked up in the head, and he produced some wicked shit, little kids, But anyhow, who are fighting us because we were, oh hey, listen, it's not up to me, but is written in the stars. Prophecy foretell that 144,000 will bring justice on earth, and they will also the wealth will be spread around. Not it's going to be less than 1% globally who own 96% of the world wealth. It's not going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? There will not be any beggars. There will not be any hungry people, or there will not be wars. There will not be any of that. And so that's why we become an enemy, because they know what we stand for. And they already made that deal with God. I'm not gonna make a deal with Satan. You know what I'm saying? So Satan have no authority over me. No one, not even the kids. Satan kids who give him all this money. If you watch that TV show, The Lord of the Ring, yeah. If you watch it, when Syrian was giving all these people things, he says, I promise to give you this, I promise to give you that. So he's giving people things to establish dominion over them. He will give you something, and then he say, "You have to work for me now. You are my bitch now," kind of thing. So watch it, guys. That was, I'm pretty sure Therion and Satan are the same entity. You know, because yeah, he's the one who always trying to challenge God. He always trying to defy orders and trying to disrespect God. Man, look at his kids. What they're doing? They're lying to people, telling people God doesn't exist. God is dead. Yeah. God created your Satan, your grandfather. That you think he created himself? He was created like the rest of us. So you need to take a chill pill and shut the hell up. You know, telling people God is dead. You are dead in your head. You are dead. There's no use. You're hopeless. You know, telling people that people couldn't believe that. Okay, if you can create, okay, if you Satan can create, why can't he create another planet and leave this planet the hell alone? Why he cannot create another planet and leave this planet? Tell me why. Because he created him out of thin air. He created himself out of thin air. So explain to me why Sirion or Satan is afraid of Nyx, the night. Why he's scared of her? You know, Zeus, whatever his name is, Jesus Christ. You know what? Jesus Christ also made up name. We talked about that, and I made video about prayers against no hail Zeus. You understand? So I'm doing it in reverse. I want nothing from the fake Jesus. Jesus. The word Jesus Christ is hail Zeus. Do not use that name. Because you're actually giving him your power, giving Satan your power. You understand? And hey, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna twist your arm telling you you must do this, because my creator do not agree with people who oppress people, or I'm not gonna push my belief on you. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you who actually Jesus Christ is. The name Jesus Christ. The true Jesus, his name is not that. You understand? So they made people believe that actually you're praying for the true Christ. But they're not. People are not praying for the true Christ. They are praying to the false Satan or Zeus. You understand? Do not use that name, because he's not your friend. He's your enemy, by the way. Using that name, Jesus Christ, is you invoking the enemy. you know? So, but hey, it's your choice. You can invoke it if you want. You can call him whatever you want. But don't expect people to follow you. I'm awakened to this truth that who is Zeus was, who's Jesus was. The name Jesus, okay? So you get what I'm trying to say. So do not follow this entity who pretended to be God and fathered those little minions, wicked demons of earth. And he gave them power by giving them money. Money is power, and that what's trying to dominate humanity. You did not create humanity, he created these demons, so-called, minions, whatever they are. You know what I mean? The dark forces. Okay? Anyhow, that's all I want to talk about. So when they're telling you they're against China, do not believe they're against China. They are all for China. They are buddy buddy with China. They want to be like China. China is their forefather who, paved the way for them to be wicked. Because China is wicked. China is wicked, you know that, right? Is wicked, the wicked of the wicked, And that's why if they want to mess with China, they think twice because they're messing with something is more wicked than they are.